as you know, Halloween is coming up.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be picking between 3 random Ghost-Type Pokémon, and the only information we get is their Pokédex entry. Then once we get 6 Ghost-Types each, we'll have a battle with said Ghost-Types. And to make it easier, I did take the time to isolate the Ghost-Types on a wheel. We will use this wheel to get 3 random Ghost-Types, and then once we get a Ghost-Type, we will look up its Pokédex entry. Now, I did check. I do have all the Ghost-Types entries. I did not have Pecharunt, though, but I changed that.
So we just read out a Pokédex entry?
Read out any Pokédex entry from any Switch Pokemon game. That be Legends Arceus, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, Let's Go Pikachu, and Let's Go Eevee.
I mean, with some...
Anything. Even Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl if you want.
I mean, with some of these, you only have one option.
I know. Some of them you only have one option, but that's what we're going to do. Round 1. Are you ready, Madison?
Huh?
So, now, once a Pokemon has been picked, they will be removed from the wheel. Are you ready, Madison?
Yeah.
Your first Dex entry. This is the form while it's devouring the light of Lunala. It grabs foes in its giant claws and rips them apart with a brute force.
Ah, so it's one of the Necrozma's forms. What if I want to go for something else? How do you know what?
Well, you never know. Maybe there's something better than that. But
Better than Necrozma itself isn't great.
Yeah, but if you think about it, your next Pokemon's Dex entry. It dwells in the darkness of caves. It uses its sharp claws to dig up gems to nourish itself.
Interesting.
That one should, if you know, like some Pokemon's behavior, then that one will be easy to guess. And your last Pokemon. A Pokemon that is said to live in a world in the reverse side of ours. It appears in an ancient cemetery.
Verse of ours. The only thing I think of that lives in like a whole other world is Giratina.
Well, what are you picking? The first one, second one, or the third one?
I'm gonna go with the second one.
You're picking the second one. Are you sure about that?
Who are you, John Cena? No, why not?
Okay. So, the first Pokemon, as you could guess, was Dawnwing's Necrozma. I'm surprised you didn't pick that one, knowing that it was a legendary.
Yeah, but it's Necrozma.
Yeah, but it's still fused with Lunala, so it has different stats. The third Pokemon that you didn't select was Giratina.
Yeah, I had a feeling Giratina was on there.
And the Pokemon you picked was Sableye.
Sableye.
You honestly picked the worst option of the 3.
I mean, Sableye didn't really stand a chance. Is there anything Sableye is better than?
Not really, except, well, Sableye is actually one of the worst ghost types out there. But if you want to find one of these ghost types that's worse than Sableye...
Like, in general, is there anything worse than Sableye?
You mean, like, out of all the final of all Pokemon?
Just out of any Pokemon in general.
Yeah, there are worse Pokemon than Sableye, like, in general. But in terms of just ghost types, Sableye might be is one of the worst.
Alright. Alright, you ready?
Yep.
So here's your first entry. It's drowsy in daytime, but flies off in the evening in big groups. No one knows where they go.
Drowsy in daytime and flies around at night. Interesting.
I'm trying to pick ones that aren't too obvious.
That's what I was trying to do with Dawnwing's Necrozma, but it was very difficult.
Alright, I think I found the least obvious one.
Okay.
From the hollows in its arms, it fires the bones of its victims, which are all dried up after being drained of their vitality.
Creepy!
Alright, you ready?
Okay.
The fiery bird changes shape when Blank sings. Rumor has it that the bird was born when the fireball on Blank's head gained a soul. I feel like either one of these options will be too obvious for this last one.
Well, I know that one. Fiery bird. That is none other than the bird on Skeledirge's nose, so I'm gonna pick that Skeledirge. I want to use my gator.
So your first one was Drifblim.
Oh, yeah, Drifblim. Okay.
The second one was Palisand.
Oh.
That entry I gave you was the only one that didn't mention, like, sand, beaches, or its name. Every other entry had either sand, beaches, or its name in it, and I wanted... It was actually this Violet entry that I used.
Oh.
And you picked Skeledirge.
Yeah, I figured as much. I get to use my gator! Alright, Madison. Are you ready for round 2? Alright, Madison. You ready?
Yeah.
Blank loses its legs upon changing into this form. I believe this Pokemon must hail from a world where the heavens and the earth are as one, though I have no way of proving it.
Again, another realm sounds like Giratina. Is that its origin form?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Its origin form don't got no legs.
Alright, you ready for your next one?
Yeah.
It carries people and Pokemon when it flies, but since it only drifts, it can end up anywhere.
It's either Drifblim or Drifblim! I think I remember reading one of those entries!
Alright, you ready for your last one?
Yeah.
The souls of its comrades cloaked by its body and propel it effortlessly. Let me start that over. The souls of its comrades cloaked by its body and propel it effortlessly through raging rapids.
I kind of want to pick that last one just to find out what it is. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick the last one.
You're taking the last one?
Hopefully I picked at least not the worst option.
Alright, well, you did it.
Okay, good.
The middle one was the worst option, which was Drifblim.
Yeah, I figured. I looked at Drifblim's entries.
The first one, I was trying to find one that didn't include its name, but...
Couldn't?
Well, technically yes, but while also not finding a dex entry similar to what I told you last time, because this time it was Giratina origin form.
I keep getting Giratina!
and you keep avoiding it! And the Pokemon you picked was Female Basculegion.
So I have to use female.
You have to use Female Basculegion.
I like how you've separated them so that we don't get a choice.
First off, they have different stats. Second off, they have different dex entries. So male and female Basculegion function differently. Let me go ahead and grab my hat. And I'm ready.
Your first one. It prefers cool, dark places such as the back of a shelf or the space beneath a home's floorboards. It wanders in search of prey after sunset. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
These Pokemon multiply by creeping into teapots and pouring themselves into leftover tea. It was very hard to find an entry that wasn't a way.
Okay, so yeah, that's obviously Poltegeist.
Alright, and your third one. It sometimes summons unknown power and life forms here to this world from holes that lead to other worlds.
Interesting. I don't know what that first one is. That second one's obviously Poltegeist. And the last one, I have no freaking clue. I'm gonna go ahead and take that first one and see what it is. So
the second one, you were right about it being Poltegeist.
Duh.
But it was actually right at the line between that and Annihilate.
Oh.
But it just barely moved up enough to register as Poltegeist. The third one was Lunala.
No! Wormhole!
And you picked Sinistra.
Are you serious? I had Poltergeist and Sinistra?
Yes.
Seriously? Ay, that's so freaking annoying. And I chose one of those two over Lunala. That's the worst. Alright, Madison, round 3. Are you ready? Okay. Are you ready? Though basically cool and cautious, when it's caught by surprise, it seizes by panic.
The freak is that supposed to be?
Alright, your second option. It cries sound... Wait, yeah. It cries sound like incantations to torment the foe. It appears where you least expect it. You want me to repeat it?
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay. Are you ready for your last one? Said to purify lost, forsaken souls with its flames and guide them to the afterlife. I believe its form has been influenced. I believe its form has been influenced by the energy of the sacred mountain towering at Hisui's center.
So it's a Hitsui Pokemon.
What do you think?
I'm gonna pick that third option.
Good, because it only has one dex entry, and if it gets repeated, we know who it is. So the first one that you picked, it was the only dex entry that didn't involve what it does. That having to do with arrows and quills, because it's Decidueye. It was its moon entry, and that was the only dex entry I could find that didn't involve arrows and quills. So good luck if Decidueye pops up again. Because if you pick a dex entry, you can't use it again. It's best if we don't do it again.
Okay, so no repeat entries.
No repeat entries.
Okay.
The second option that has cries that sound like incantations was Miss Magius.
Ah.
And of course, if you can guess, the Hisui Pokemon that has, that's flames and all that, yeah, you can guess that's Hisui and Typhlosion. Time for my round 3.
Oh, these all feel like dead giveaways. These all feel like some pretty... Okay, you ready for your first entry?
Did I get Dawn Wings to Crozma again?
No. You ready?
What?
For the first entry?
Yeah.
It flies across the sky at Mach speeds. Removing the seal on its chest makes its internal energy go out of control.
Huh. Wait, you said the seal on its chest?
Yeah.
What Ghost-Type Pokemon has a seal on their chest? Oh, crap.
Alright, you ready for your second entry?
Yep.
This Pokemon is said to live in a world on the reverse side of ours where common knowledge is distorted and strange.
Hi, Giratina. Now, the question is it Giratina regular or origin form?
Alright, you ready for your last one?
Yep.
It has similar features to a ghostly pterosaur that was covered in a paranormal magazine, but the two have little else in common.
Interesting. Well, I'm just gonna get Giratina off the board. I'm gonna take the middle one and just get Giratina off the board. At least one of them.
So that third one was Fluttermane.
Oh, crap. Oh, no, I buggered up. I wanted that Fluttermane.
And the thing that the wheel got 3 times that the universe just seemed to want you to have was Golurk.
Okay, I'm glad I didn't get Golurk.
I'm surprised seal on its chest didn't give it away.
I didn't even realize that brown thing on there was a seal. But which Giratina? Wait, what was the one that I grabbed?
You grabbed Giratina. Oh, it's Giratina origin form.
Oh, origin form. Okay.
I found the entry you said to me, and I before I picked one, I looked to find the entry you used.
Oh.
So I knew which one to avoid.
Yeah. Okay, Madison. Round 4. Ready? Alright, Madison, ready? Resentment of being cast off made it spring into being. Some say that treating it well will satisfy it, and it will once more become a stuffed toy. So this ghost type is only mad because it was thrown away. If you give it love, it will then turn back into a toy like it was
I
before.
feel like that origin story was covered in an episode of Pokemon.
It was. Can you remember what Pokemon it was, though?
That's what I'm trying to remember.
Alright. With its disheveled? What the?
Disheveled?
Disheveled, yes. With its disheveled. Shut up. With its disheveled white fur, there. Disheveled white fur. It looks like an embodiment of death. Heedless over its own safety, Blank attacks with its nemesis with a bitter energy so intense it lacerates Blank's own body. Alright, and your final option. Its muttered curses can cause awful headaches or terrifying visions that torment others.
I'm gonna go with the last option.
You're taking the last one.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm surprised you don't remember about the stuffed toy, because only one Pokemon possesses a stuffed toy that when it's been abandoned for so long. That's Bayonet. Yes, in that one of the final few episodes with Ash Ketchum, they had to help a Bayonet find its owner after it was left abandoned.
Yeah.
The second option that I was having so much trouble with reading the Dex entry out was Hisuian Zoroark.
Ah.
And the Pokemon you picked was Miss Magius.
Interesting.
That is my 4th Pokemon.
And now it's time for my 4th.
You ready?
Yep.
Once it has whipped up a sandstorm to halt its opponents in their tracks, this terrifying Pokemon snatches away their vitality.
I feel like a similar Dex entry was made before.
An old set of armor steeped in grudges caused this Pokemon's evolution. Blank cuts its enemies to pieces without mercy.
Cerulege! That's Cerulege!
Wow, all of these are kind of dead giveaways. You ready for your third? Wait, yeah, you ready for your third?
Yeah.
The fastest Blank of the group is always surrounded by Dreepy that want to fly at sonic speed.
Dragapult!
Every single one of its entries.
Well, Dragapult's fun to use, but I also want to try Cerulege out, so I'm going to pick the middle one. I know that's Cerulege, and I know the last one's Dragapult, but I couldn't quite tell what the first one was.
You want me to only tell you the first one since you pretty much got the other two right? It's Palisand.
Oh, I think Palisand was selected earlier.
Yeah, but you didn't pick it.
Yeah. All right, round 5, Madison. Are you ready? Oh god, yeah, all of its Dex energies are freaking obvious! It was bounded to a fissure in an odd keystone as punishment for misdeeds 500 years ago.
Hi, Spiritomb! You was connected to that keystone!
Alright, you ready for your next option?
Yeah.
Strong feelings of hatred turned a puppet into a Pokemon. If it opens its mouth, its cursed energy escapes.
I feel like it was part of the Shuppet line. Isn't Shuppet like the puppet Pokemon?
Yes. You ready for your final option? Its peach-shaped shell serves as storage for a potent poison. It makes poisonous mochi and serves them to people and Pokemon.
I think I'm gonna go with Spiritomb since that's the only one I know and it feels like a safe option.
Well, yes, it is Spiritomb, and I'm glad you picked it because all of its Dex entries are obvious. The middle option that you did not select was Bayonet.
Again.
Yes. And the final option which only has 2 dex entries due to being in Paldea, was Pecha Runs.
Oh, that thing you get in the epilogue.
Yeah, in the Teal Mass.
Ready? Possessed people controlled by this Pokemon transformed its sand mound into a castle. As it evolved, its power to curse grew even stronger.
There's Palisand again.
God, all of these entries are slightly obvious.
That's the thing with these dex entries. Some of them, they just word them differently.
You ready for your second one?
Yeah.
A lonely Pokemon, it conceals its terrifying appearance beneath an old rag. It can get closer to people and other Pokemon.
Oh wait, that's Mimikyu!
Ooh, oh no.
What happened?
Your third option only has 1 entry.
Alright, then go ahead and say it.
With its disheveled white fur, it looks like an embodiment of death. Heedless of its own safety, Blank attacks its nemesis with a bitter energy so intense it lacerates Blank's own body.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna take that one and just get Hisuian Zoroark out of here, because it only has 1 entry.
So your first option that the universe seems to really want you to use is Palisand. And the second option was Mimikyu. Every one of Mimikyu's entries mentions either rags or Pikachu. An old rag or Pikachu.
And then I got Hisuian Zoroark.
And you got Hisuian Zoroark.
Yeah, Hisuian Zoroark has only 1 dex entry, so I may as well just knock it off the board. Off to the final round, Madison. Are you ready? Alright, Madison. Are you ready for your first one?
Yeah.
There was a scientist who peeked under Blank's old rag in the name of research. The scientist died of a mysterious disease.
That's Mimikyu. I read a similar entry. I thought about reading a similar entry where it said someone looked under its rag and died of terror and shock.
Yeah.
But that felt too obvious.
Alright, Madison. It probes its surroundings with all of its senses save 1. It doesn't use its sense of sight. Blank's kicks are said to separate soul from body.
What the freak is that supposed to be?
Alright, Madison, are you ready for your final option?
Yeah.
The raw material for the gas inside its body is souls. When its body starts to deflate, it's thought to carry away people and Pokemon.
Again, it sounds like Drifblim, because that's the only ghost type I could think of with entries that keep mentioning carrying people away. I'm gonna go with Mimikyu since it seems like the safest option, because I know what it is, and it's better than Drifblim.
Alright, well, obviously that last entry I read was Drifblim.
The first entry was Mimikyu.
The first entry was Mimikyu, so you do have a Mimikyu. But the one that I was having trouble understanding what it was meant to say was Spectrier.
Ah!
Time for my final Pokemon.
Ready?
Yep.
When Blank latches onto Lunala, it becomes vicious. Seeing enemies everywhere it looks, it will burn the world with lasers.
Yeah, that's Dawn Wings Necrozma.
Okay, so that was your first that was your first one. Ready for your next one?
Yep.
Some say that ancient people invented Blank to serve as a laborer. It follows its master's orders faithfully. Alright, you ready for your last one? This species lives in antique teapots. Most pots are forgeries, but on rare occasions an authentic work is found.
Okay, that's Poltergeist. Alright, I'll just take the Dawn Wings Necrozma, just because this is the last round.
So, you're right about that second option being Poltergeist. The last one, the second one was Golurk.
Golurk again!
This game really wanted you to have Palisand and Golurk.
Yeah, well, I'll take the Dawn Wings Necrozma. Alright, that's 6 ghost types for each of us. Once we get those Pokemon ready, we will battle.
I didn't have room for Dawn Wings, so I wrote DW.
Are you ready for a Halloween battle?
Not a very Halloween-y setting.
Not a Halloween setting, no.
It'd be better if the sun was down.
Yes, but there's not really a Halloween-themed battlefield here in Aldea anyway.
Technically, you can do Halloween-themed if the sun's down.
That's true. Ah, bulking up, I see. Well, have fun with this. You pawad. Are you prankster, by the way?
I'll never tell.
Oh, you're prankster.
How do you know?
Because you outsped me with the bulk up, and I outsped you when you...
How do you know I didn't outspeed you with this? Because I was paralyzed. You could have outsped me here because I was paralyzed.
Oh yeah, paralysis lower speed.
You can't remember anything.
No, it's just I always forget paralysis lower speed. Oh yeah, you got both the ghost and dark types. That's malarkey.
You're my pressure.
No. Get the bun, 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 get the bun. Yeah! I don't need stun slow. I got Scald. Oh, you're a special set. Can I live? Barely.
Look what you got there. Lefties?
Maybe.
Lefties. My Sableye had lefties. Not that helped.
Yeah, it died instantly. Go ahead and get another Hex off, and you're dead.
It's just more damage because of
the burn. That's how it killed your Sableye. Oop, there's Basculegion. That's going to be an issue. Can I outspeed it, please? No? Okay, well, I'm dead. I was going for Matcha Gotcha.
Okay.
Which would have healed me. Okay. So I got 2 fire ghost types. Gotta make sure I don't use any of them.
Why not?
Because you're a water type.
And a ghost type.
And a ghost type. I'll bring you out.
Gone with Necrozma?
Yup. Now, do I outspeed you with this thing?
No.
No. Dude, how fast is Basculegion? Oh my god, I thought I would outspeed you. Dude, this Basculation is gonna be the death of me, man. Oh, the Life Orb killed me.
Oh, you gave it a Life Orb?
Oh, the Life Orb killed me. How fantastic. Boom!
Is this supposed to be a fear me thing?
Yep. Did you go for a water type move or a ghost type move? Maybe we won't know. Yeah, we won't know.
I went for a ghost move.
That's what I thought. Do you have any Oh, Mimikyu. Well, may as well break the disguise while I have the chance. Question is, can I live a Shadow Claw? Can I live the Shadow Claw? Ooh, I do, and I get my weak armor. Shadow Sneak again. And you're dead.
By the way, that Shadow Claw was powered up by the muscle bands.
Oh, I may or may not have a band myself.
I'm assuming you're choiced. Yep, choice band.
I forgot I blew this frizz! Okay, well, now you know I'm choice banded. That's why I went for Shadow Sneak. Yeah, this is pretty OP for a ghost type battle. Oh yeah, it's OP for a ghost battle.
The choice band increases your attack?
Yep.
But it limits you to 1 move.
Yep, which I limited myself to Shadow Sneak. I want to bring other Pokemon out.
Dirge?
Ooh, you terrestrialized! I find it interesting how you always terrestrialize the last Pokemon in your party.
Not always.
Terra Electric. You went the Iono strategy.
Why not? It works!
Terra Electric with Levitate.
She just needs a better
Oh, you went for Thunderbolt.
She just needs a better electric move!
Ow.
Ah!
Yeah, illusion. That's why I thought you were going for a ghost move.
Iono had a good strategy idea, though, with this Pokemon.
Yeah, Terra Electric with Levitate. You just need the right moves.
She runs Charge Beam.
But then again, she's the 3rd gym leader, so what do you expect?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to send something in.
I think the only reason I lost to her the first time is because my starter is the disadvantage. Funny thing, the 2 gym leaders I lost to are the ones that are super effective on water types. Gracias and Iono. Right? He's the grass one?
Yeah.
They're the ones I lost to.
Dude, that
God damn it.
Nothing. Are you effing serious?
Honestly, sometimes I just like to save the Pokemon that I want to Terra for last.
Oh, that actually did a lot of damage. Well, you're going for a Thunderbolt again. Interesting.
Well, I've got the Terra. Might as well try to keep getting the stab on this thing.
Well, you have Ghost moves, and I'm a Ghost type.
Yeah, but I don't get stab on them anymore because of my Terra.
No, you do.
I do?
You do. Irritate on speed? Nope.
Probably because of the paralysis.
Yep. I forget paralysis lowers speed. And that's game.
This thing had a wise glasses, by the way.
Oh.
If
yeah.
Which might explain why its moves were packing some punch.
Yep.
I figured wise glasses was the best item to give a special attacker.